We're going to show here how we hem a ridge cap. So the first thing that we do when we're hemming a ridge cap for an end detail is we come in about 2 inches and mark a square line with our square down both sides of the ridge. Then we cut in. You're going to totally take out the corners on the left hand and the right hand side. And those cuts, I don't run them right on the pencil line. Sometimes I angle them a little towards the, in towards the house, just so I don't want that square edge sticking out when we do the final install. Also do a double cut right down the center of the ridge that kind of takes out the very center of that. You can see in this picture kind of how we do what we do there. Then I fold those flaps down and kind of eyeball straight up and down with my square and make a pencil line there, because I want to cut that front flap to get a nice clean straight cut that'll match that same straight cut that I have on my corners, where my corners meet up. So I'll mark it with my pencil, fold it back out so I can get my snips in there, make a nice clean cut, fold it back down. Now we want to address the bottom edge of that. So we'll take our square, again, just kind of eyeballing, and you see how I let it hang down a little further than the corners of the fold. I get about a good 1/2 inch down from those corners of the fold. Again, strike a pencil line. Now you can open those flaps up if you want to cut that pencil line, or if you could get your snips in there as is and run that bottom cut across. And that's kind of what you're left with there. Next issue that we'll address is that filler strip. So I don't want any of that filler strip underneath getting in the way of the corner when we're trying to smush that down on the corner. So I'll cut that filler strip back just enough so there's none of that filler for the same width as my corners. So there I am, cutting that filler out of the way, getting it prepped for install. Now you mash her down, get her good and tight. Kind of see I do a double screw on the end. You're always getting an eyeball down the peak of the roof, making sure it's as straight as you can. Lining up your center cut with your ridge with the center cut of the corner. Tack it a little bit on this end. You have a guy at the other end holding it straight. He puts a little tack on his end, and that's what a nice hemmed ridge should look like when you're all done.